Cherry seeds sit in the water for about an hour. Now we got them on our paper towel. We're gonna sprinkle a little bit of cinnamon on them to keep them from molding, and then wrap them up and stick them in our tin foil. All right, now that we've done that, we're gonna put the date on them so we know when to check. Today's the 29th, and we are gonna stick them in the fridge and check them in about a month. I've also got some peach seeds in there that we are trying to start as well. So check back with me and we'll see what happens. Got our pits out and cleaned pretty well. It's time to get the seeds out from inside, which is a very delicate process. What I like to use, and you might know of a better way, and if you do, go ahead and leave a comment down below. I use these here little pincers. They have that perfect little groove in there, which is like the perfect size for a cherry seed. Hell. Hard to do this one-handed. So what I do is I get the seed in there just like that, and you apply just the right amount of pressure. You don't want to go too hard because you'll crush that seed inside. And you hear that crack? That's when you want to go ahead and switch over to your other side of your seed and do the same thing. Get that crack and you see it kind of opens up just like a coconut. Alright, once I got both sides clipped off, then I just take the pincers and put a very tiny amount of pressure on the pit. And you hear that crack? And now it is good to go, and you have your beautiful little cherry seed right there. Alright, now that you've got all your seeds out of the pits, it's time to put them in a glass of water and let them soak for an hour or two. This will let them rehydrate, gives them a much better chance of actually germinating. In the cup right next to it, I have a mango seed. And I love growing mango trees, and I've got other videos on growing mango trees, so if you'd like to check them out, go and hop on over after this video and check it out. Another thing I didn't mention was you really want to wait until the seeds sink down to the bottom before you move on to the next step. You can see some of my seeds have been soaking for longer than others. They're ready to roll, but we're going to go ahead and wait until the other ones are. I don't know if you can tell, but the seeds have all settled down at the bottom pretty well, and they have plumped up. They're about twice as big as they were before. So that means that they are ready for the next step. One thing I want to mention is you do want to wash your hands before this, because you don't want any germs getting in here with your seeds. So we're going to put our seeds down on the paper towel, and we are going to sprinkle it, with cinnamon. The cinnamon will help keep mildew from forming during the germination process. Okay, so now that we've got them covered with that, we're going to go ahead and fold this thing up like so. And then we're going to place them on a sheet of tin foil and wrap them up. Then after you do that, you're going to want to date it so you know when to come back and check them. Today's date is the 12th, so in about 2 months I'm going to come back and check them. And now what we're going to do is we're going to take them and stick them in the bottom drawer of our fridge. As you can see, I've got some others that I started last month on the 29th going, and I have also got in here some peach seeds that I am hoping to get to germinate. But anyway, the cherry seeds and the peach seeds, they like cold. They need to be in the cold for a couple of months. Oh, I think my camera's wet. That's better. Alright guys, these are these cherry seeds I showed you earlier that started popping. I'm going to go ahead and get them in some soil. What I'm going to do, I'm doing something a little different. I kind of made it up. I filled this here pot up with soil, and then I put these pipes in it, and I buried these pipes up to about the top inch, of the pipe. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to put a seed in each one of them, and then I'm going to fill it up with this it's basically like petrified root and soil, if you can see that. Soil. But it's some really awesome stuff. I mean, it's got hella nutrients in it, dude, so it's really good for your plants. Your plants are going to fucking love it. So, anyway, yeah, I'm going to go ahead and put these things in here. I'm going to get them planted up, and we'll see what happens. First of the cherry seeds starting. Can't see my screen. Look at that. I got, I think, 11 that made it. So this is the first one that I'm seeing actually break through the soil, but I know that at least 11 of them are growing. So hopefully that video will be complete shortly as well.